Listening to Essien today, you would have heard this news. John Bateman heads back to the Super League. Now, this is effective immediately. The Englishman will join up with Warrington Wolves. So, very, very shrewd stuff from Sammy Burgess.
Yeah, it's a bit like it's the reverse Joey.
Yep.
When Joey did that. So, we haven't really seen players go back and then come back, go back to England, come back. So, he'd have a lot of frequent fly.
He's not coming back.
No, I don't think so.
He's not coming back.
Remember Johnny left and... So he's been around.
Yeah, I don't think he's leaving. So what's happened is the West Tigers have released him for the rest of the year to go play with Sammy Burgess' Warrington Wolves. Now, did you know this, Brian? I think they're coming first or second Warrington at the moment. Warrington Wolves have never, ever won the grand final.
No.
They've won Challenge Cups. They've never, ever won the grand final. So you can just imagine if Sammy Burgess in his maiden year gets it done. Someone like Johnny Bateman's going to help, who his last time over there, when he first came, he just won a comp with Wigan. So he knows how to win over there at Old Trafford.
I'm with you. He's not coming back.
So he's supposed to come back in 2025 for the final 2 years of his deal. I think it's just buying time. The deal is expected to... Now, I don't mind this for a couple of reasons. 3 reasons. It allows Johnny Bateman to go back and, catch up with the locals and family back in England. It allows the West Tigers to push through some juniors at this stage of the year. They can't make the finals. And the other thing is cash. The deal is expected to save the West Tigers more than $100,000 in the salary cap space for the rest of the season, which is here nor there, I suppose. But sorry, I shouldn't say that, because if they paid someone forward, that'll help them out for next year.
Which you can do, yes.
Which you can do to a degree.
Yep.
So I wouldn't be surprised if you read over the next day or two, there has been a player upgraded for this year. I'd expect that may happen. He's on a deal worth about $670,000 a season, but I don't think he'll be coming back. Whilst he is contracted 25, 26, I don't even think he'll come back to the NRL. I think he'll just...
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
I think he'll stay over there.
Yeah.
Which would give them some more money to keep Stefano, because I know there's a lot of clubs now sniffing around. We've got another one, Sugar, who's keen on him.
Is that? Yes, that's right. The Bulldogs enter the race for Stefano Utoikamanu. The Bulldogs haven't yet tabled an offer for the former New South Wales star, but interest at Belmore is high. The West Tigers forward met with the Storm over the weekend, and there is a belief that Canterbury coach Cameron Ciraldo can extract the best form from Utoikamanu. Now, I just can't get my head around the price tag the West Tigers offered him. We spoke about this yesterday, but I just can't see how you can influence the game that much in the front row.
I think he can, Sugar. I really think he's got the potential to be as good as Payne Haas.
Yep.
When he's on, and he's got a kicking game that can back everyone. All those the Payne Haasses and Carrigans and James Fisher-Harris and Moses Leota. We've seen what they do. Their back three come out, punch holes in them, and then the forwards get on your rolling ball.
Yeah.
This poor kid has to go back, and he's not getting much help
from
his outside back. If he goes to Melbourne Storm, he will go into the next stratosphere.
Oh, no doubt. I've got no doubt about that.
Not only because of the coaching and the culture down there, the fact that their back three will bring the ball back. Imagine him taking tackle 3 when they've already punched holes in the back. His back three, he's hard to stop anyway. It's
just not a typical signing for Melbourne to sign a big ticket.
I don't think he'd be getting 800. He wouldn't get an 800 at Melbourne Storm.
No way. No way. They'd have to sell the sizzle and the sausage, so to speak. Bradman best. Season could be over, according to the Daily Telegraph. Now, the Knights' origin star limped from the field on Saturday with a hamstring concern. Now, the injury will sideline him for at least a month, but given his ongoing problem, the Knights are expected to take a conservative approach. If the Knights fall out of finals contention by the time Best is fit, they may not risk him even taking to the field this year. Now, there's talk about they're trying to fix the roster up. And when you start doing that, and I know sometimes you've got to go through a bit of pain, but if there's people sort of being told, oh, you can maybe go look elsewhere, it does cause a bit of disharmony, doesn't it?
Of course it does. Yeah, especially if they're popular members of the team. It can really, and I've seen it at clubs when they try and do that.
This is interesting. So this is according to an Parramatta Eels statement. The Parramatta Eels have granted Matt Arthur, the son of former coach Brad Arthur, permission to speak with other NRL clubs regarding a potential move in 2025. So he and his management approached the club recently, seeking permission to negotiate with other clubs. There is chat that Arthur will head to the Knights. Now, Why? Is this because of...
Rolls, he's got something up his sleeve?
Or is it because of... Are they filthy about what happened to Brad, his dad, or...?
Could be both. But the kid certainly has got a lot of potential. I watched him in that under-19s game. He looked very, very
That's right.
handy.
So unless Rilesy's got someone pegged...
Are we talking swaps?
Jaden Brayley?
We talking a swap?
Could do. Yep, could do. They've got Phoenix Crossan up there, of course, who can certainly fill that void, no problem at all. Tristan Saylor and Lee Briers are heading to Super League now. Travis Main through the Courier Mail. Since St Helens has raided Red Hill after signing Broncos fullback Tristan Saylor and assistant coach Lee Briers. Now, I just wonder what Briers' role is going to be. So Saylor will depart Brisbane at the end of the year. Briers has been tipped to return to England, his hometown club, as doubt hovers around the future of their head coach, Paul Wellens. It's been a really tough decision to head back home, but firstly, I want to thank Kevin, the Broncos, for giving me this opportunity.
Why is he gone now, though? They're saying
Briers is going now, is he?
That's what I've heard.
Yeah. He's got Cardi's leaving too, isn't he?
Cardi's going to Hall, but I think, is there dramas?
I don't know.
Something's not right there.
Something's not right. No doubt about that. NRL open to shorter season as new expansion teams enter the league. This is through the ABC. NRL could consider shortening the men's season by multiple rounds as part of an expanded 20-team competition in the next decade, CEO Andrew Abdo has revealed. A bidding process for the league's largest expansion since the Super League war is ongoing, with Perth the favourites to enter as an 18th team in 2027. Bid entries will close early next month, but a Papua New Guinea side is expected to join the competition in 2028 before a 20th franchise early next decade. And their strong tip that could be another New Zealand side. The composition of the NRL competition also remained up for debate. Ivan Cleary, I heard this chat this morning with Vossi and Brandy. Here's what he had to say and his view about how many games should be played in a season.
If we expand to, I don't know, let's say 20 teams, I think 19 rounds should be it, because you should play every team once. I feel like that's something we've lost in the game. I feel it's a little unfair at times, the draw. I don't know if unfair is right. It's just imbalanced, the draw. I reckon around about 20 games, I think, would be about right. I feel that's still plenty of games, and I feel like we can still get Origin in there somewhere, and we can use the women's game as it grows for the broadcasters as well. That will grow the girls' profiles and get a different fan base, perhaps. And that's kind of where I see it, about 20, I reckon.
Pretty measured dude, isn't he?
What will we do with Origin? Because after watching Origin 3 and seeing how brutal it was, and we've got this discussion about how clubs, they get suspended, they're paying the cost for their players playing in State of Origin. It's now the injuries. Bradman Best, Pat Carrigan, who doesn't look 100%. If we have a 20-team competition, do we just stop the competition and have Origin like week to week to week, 3 weeks, or is that giving our competitors an edge? It's a hard one.
It is hard.
Because I don't think we can keep doing this, saying we expect the players to back up, because the game is so quick that we're going to just have more and more injuries.
Have you got a solution?
Well, my solution would be the players only miss the last Origin for their clubs. So we stand it down for 2 weeks. We have 2 weeks to stop the competition. Maybe fill it with
NRLWs.
Kid like the under-20s or something like that. But then the argument is, well, you're giving a free kick to the other codes.
Are you, though?
Well, I don't know. Broadcasters want content.
But I imagine their ratings also go through the floor at that time.
I don't think they do. I think I don't think it's. I mean, the bigger games towards the end, and the more important those big teams they rate. But people just love having it on. Yeah. Having any first grade.
I probably wouldn't rate, but what about like a national challenge cup? Less the NRL teams, and so you time it so they're at the pointy end of that, and NRLW and the 19s and the maybe Tonga versus New Zealand or something.
Yeah, something like to fill it for 2 weeks.
To fill it, yeah.
But they just can't keep doing this for the players, and the clubs are suffering from it. I don't know the answer, and we have to keep it. Do you agree that Origin has to stay on a Wednesday?
You know what? Was it Buzz or somebody mentioned a Monday? I don't hate that, because it doesn't. If they do have to back up. So they're not just sitting around watching rugby league all weekend and then waiting 2 or 3 days. Then they're pretty much part of that round.
I don't know. We tried the Sunday. We tried the Saturday. We tried after COVID, after the end of the season. None of that worked.
So why would Monday be different to a Wednesday?
I just think Wednesday. I think it's just because it's always been a Wednesday, and it's right in the middle of the week. You get the anticipation and the lead up to it.
But don't you reckon it'd be less hijacked, the rounds? If you had it on a Monday following a regulation round?
I just don't think it would work.
No?
No.
I don't know the answer either, Brian.
Why didn't it work on a Sunday? Everyone's at home, no one's at work.
No.
And ratings were down.
Okay, I don't know.
Wednesdays, let's just leave it.
I could probably explain the Sunday is because the AFL cohort and all that are probably busy doing what they're doing, whereas the Wednesdays that's all you got on.
Which is awesome.
Monday could do that, couldn't it?
Nah, Monday sucks.
Monday sucks.
Mondays.
I don't like Mondays. Monday, I've got Friday on my mind.
I don't like Mondays.
1300 01 1170. Fletchy's got the wacky team Wednesday too, by the way, which is Olympic related.
Anything to do with Olympics. Doesn't have to be Paris. We've had a lot of text messages coming saying, Bears Ed, does it have to revolve around Paris? No, any Olympics. Helsinki.
Yeah.
If you want to get around the Helsinki, go. Mexico.
Yes.
Shout out to Raul.
Haven't you banned Winter Olympics?
Winter Olympics gone. Raul is our man from the Galapagos Island. I've never met anyone from the Galapagos.
What are they known for?
Those big dragons.
Oh, how scary are they?
Komodo dragons.
Komodo dragons.
And I asked Raul, I said, mate, do they eat humans? He said, no, but if you go up and antagonise them, they'll whack you with their tail.
Are they everywhere, Rahul? Not just...
Yeah.
Are you scared of them or no? No, not at all. There you go.
Could you eat them, Raul? Are they edible? Can't. A bit hard.
Very dense meat. Very dense meat.
Sorry, Brooks.
Charles Darwin went to the Galapagos, didn't he?
He did too.
Did he?
Did he come up?
Yes.
Is that where he came up with his theory?
Was he one of the fittest?
Theory of evolution.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he would have been.
Who was the survival of the fittest? Was that him?
Charles Darwin, wasn't it?
That was C.D as well.
Darwinism.
A call of the day will win a Klein Tools mini ratchet multi-set driver. Get the job done right with Klein Tools, trusted by trade professionals for quality and durability since 1857. I tell you what, it is a magnificent evening down here at the Elements Bar and Grill, Hickson Road. We are on Pier 9. And what a wonderful, wonderful, splendid venue it is. Very romantic, I reckon, Brian.
And I tell you what, it's heaving.
Elements Bar and Grill.
Absolutely heaving. So you've got to get in here early.
Millers Point.
And you got two entrances.
Yes.
So if you're going to come for a date, and it's a new date, maybe it's a Tinder date, and you want to say, and it's not going very well, you've got two escape routes.
That's
so
right.
you can just go, excuse me, I'm just going to look at the video there.
Yes.
Just going to look at take the phone call. Boom, you're gone.
Yes.
See you later. And for the females, if your date, you just go, this bloke is an absolute tool. Boom, go out the other way.
What if it's flying? What if the date's absolutely flying? Which I imagine in this sort of date
guess what I found out?
would be.
There's an Airbnb up there.
Yeah.
So if you want to get a little bit randy, look at our man here, Roman Sandal.
Yep. He's got the key.
Look at him.
He's got the key.
He's got the secret. That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it?
Yeah. That's very good.
A Tinder restaurant with rooms available upstairs that if it was going so well, you could go up there.
Were you telling me that were you telling me
What do you
that
reckon, Brooks?
there's hotels who rent by the hour?
Yeah, they're pollies, aren't they?
No, like proper hotels were
Tokyo, love hotels.
They rent by the hour.
Hour, 2 hour, 6, all overnight.
Like
it's options. It's like T20 cricket, one dayers and.
But they've only got the capsule hotels. You've seen those little capsules?
Rooms?
That'd be good people watching, wouldn't it? Just sitting down the front of that and seeing who's coming to go.
Correct.
Yeah.
Or just while you're at the restaurant, just all looking around, and you could say, "Oh, they're in.
Yeah.
They're about to go upstairs," and then everyone could clap and cheer them
as they go up the lift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good on you, mate.
Like a fish tank sort of thing.
A guard of honour. Come on, guys, get into it.
And we're all just watching it.
Oh, geez, that was quick, Johnny.
You'd have to start there. You'd have to pay the extra hour. Just so you're not embarrassed.
Oh, that's beautiful
and you
stuff.
can get your food taken up there.
That's right.
So
Elements.
I'm thinking like melted chocolate and whipped cream.
Perfect.
Strawberries, hot wax.
You know who'd love that idea, the missile. He's going to join us very, very shortly from Paris. He's joining us after 4:30, so looking forward to that. Keep your Wacky Team Wednesday nominations coming through. Has to be Olympic related, so there's a stack there. You know what? When we come up with these topics, we think, I'll only get 4 or 5, but then it just rains.
It does rain. What came on here?
What came on here? Now, this is live news. The Course Golf and Recreation Club, i.e. the Coast Golf Club, 24th of July, a Stableford handicap, a field of 94 participants.
Yeah.
And Brian Fletcher is the number 1 seed. 42 points.
Well done.
He's clapping himself.
Well, finally, I'm going to be in the paper for something good. I can finally show my mum something good in the Telegraph.
So what about Nanny come 13th, Chris came 14th, Lewis come 15th.
And Henry.
Henry come, that's good.
I think I'll probably drop some points. My handicap might come down a bit.
I think it will.
So good.
I think it will. Anyway, enjoy the show.
Thank
Plenty
you.
more still to come. It is the Run Home with Joel and Fletch from Elements Bar and Grill.